Oh man. All right. Welcome in. Welcome in, people. Hope you guys are enjoying. I see some regulars joining in on the TikTok side. We're live on all channels: Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, or X now. And of course, we are live on TikTok as well. So like, follow, share, subscribe on all channels. Really could use your support. Hopefully Cody can join us. I know he was out for a bit today. So hopefully he can join us in for this live. I'm sure he'll be joining in shortly. Uh, Let me pull up here. Get this chat going. Shout out to Crypto Dream, one of our great supporters. Welcome in. Also one of our great moderators. Shout out to Lex Diamond. Good evening to you too, buddy. It's up to you. Hope you're chasing that bag. Oh, shout out to Berry Beans. Haven't seen you in a while. Glad to have you in here. Oops. Glad to have you in here. So welcome in. And definitely going to have maybe a quick live session. Been busy all weekend. If you haven't seen the posts on TikTok, my moving side been really busy. So shout out to my teams there. We had a pretty good weekend in sales and everything. So definitely really good shout out to there. So and also a lot of craziness going on in the market. We also XRP has been pumping. Solana kind of went stagnant, so I might be buying a little bit more Solana as we go along. But let's get into the market details with you guys. So right now we have a greed and fear index of 73. We have a trading volume of just shy of 40 billion. We got over almost 1.34 trillion dollars in total market cap for crypto. We got Bitcoin holding strong at 35K, Ethereum trying to hold the 1900, XRP trying to stay above 70 cents, trying to stay between 72. Shout out to Live and Learn. Glad to have you in here. Welcome back. And shout out to Lex Diamond. Do you think the feds can make crypto illegal to sell when it becomes regulated down the line? No, I don't think so. I think there's gonna be too much mass adoption, and people, you can't change that type of narrative that easily. Uh, Hope you're having a great day. Live and learn. Yep, let's go crypto. It's been on a crazy run so far. Of course, we have Chainlink at $13, breaking the $13 cap, up 5.5% on the day. We also have Polkadot. It broke briefly $5, but still rising. We also have HBAR, Stellar, and Cosmos doing well. And of course, we have good old Quant holding the 104 mark pretty strong. So definitely looking like we're having a good setup here. I'm also up roughly, what the devil I'm up? 53. Yeah, I am up roughly 70% on my portfolio, mostly to Chainlink. Chainlink, I'm up about almost 100% as I bought in at around 750. Shout out to Live and Learn. Everyone will run Chainlink and Polkadot into me. Um, people are now starting to invest in it. We're seeing more people talk about Chainlink and Polkadot, which is kind of ironic because Cody and I have been talking about it nonstop. Shout out to Kiki. Welcome in. Glad to have you on the live. How long do you think this will be, this uptrend, or will we slowly climb till next bull run? No, this is a relief rally. It's just lasting a little longer than a week or two. However, given the holiday season, given the pullback from the Fed, they're not raising interest rates. The housing markets are starting to climb back up. The sales are starting to go back up. In my area, we had 1,000 homes sell in the last month, just in Northwest Arkansas alone. So I'm thinking that this is probably going to last till after the New Year's, when the holiday fever kind of calms down and things get back to normal. We'll start to see a drop. Shout out to Live and Learn. I have bags. Yep, those are just some good bags to have. Chainlink, and Polkadot. Shout out to Live Life. Welcome in. Glad to have you in on the stream today. What do you think about VVS Finance and CKB? I'm not sure about CKB. I haven't done it. I did a video about VVS Finance in the beginning. Unfortunately, I got burned on it. One of the things I got burned on early in crypto as I was starting my crypto journey. But, it, you know, I haven't checked in on it. I was actually going to do a video. So, go to the link in my bio on TikTok, subscribe to YouTube. You can catch it on live when it comes, or, join the Patreon and you can get the pre release when it's available. Shout out to Berry Beans. Thoughts on graph on API 3. Yeah, we can take a look into that in a little bit here. Shout out to Mr. H. Recession is coming. Uh, Mr. H, recession's already here, buddy. It's been here since 2022. I've already been analyzing my businesses. As you guys know, I own now 4 businesses, and the furniture store I own half of, I'm actually going to start taking over, buying out the other guy's half, as he decided he no longer wants to run that business. So I'm going to cut him a nice check and take the other half of the business and mold it into this weird empire of moving logistics, rental properties that I am building. Shout out to Crypto Dream. I kind of nervous to be watching an XRP video. I got questioned why I didn't see XRP becoming worth more than $3 today by a mentor of mine during a live. I saw there's a situation with truckers going on. Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff going on. Yellow trucking firm lays off 30,000 workers as it ceases operations. Yeah, funny thing about Yellow, I'll go into that in a little bit. But I think they did that to kick out the union, because their third party actually just signed a contract with the non-unionized party for final mile deliveries. I'm covering the dead state areas, which is kind of Oklahoma, basically the center of the United States and northern part of Texas, and they seem to be doing well. It's interesting. Now that XRP is pumping, everyone wants to talk about XRP, but we're going to talk about, because we've been talking about it every day, every live. Check out our live replays on YouTube and Rumble, and you can definitely see. Shout out to Live and Learn. North Carolina looking good in Charlotte with housing also. Shout out to Mr. H. November 17th, major financial switch. You're going to have to enlighten us on that one. Shout out to El Ginty. Welcome in. Glad to have you back in. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about the ACH issue? Yeah, we can get into that too. Shout out to Crypto Caddy. Welcome in. Glad to have you in here. And shout out to user 5569. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Let me make sure I catch up. If I apologize if I miss any of your comments or your questions, we got a lot going on. And I got a lot of you guys coming in, so really appreciate you. Really appreciate you joining it. You guys joining in and answer your question. I'll try to repeat it. If I miss it, I do apologize. I'll try to get to everybody as quickly as I can. Shout out to Real Engineered Life. Thanks for the follow. And shout out to Xeron. Never seem to catch you at a favorable time, but I love seeing your face today. Great. Glad to have you in here, buddy. And ask all your questions. Bring it on. I'll try my best. As you guys know, I own 4 businesses. I invest in crypto, stocks, real estate. I do it all. So definitely reach out, and we'll definitely have I can have a good conversation with you guys. So shout out to Barry Beans. Business questions, thoughts on a laundromat. I've been kicking around the idea. Sure, I can get to that in a second. So let me scroll back and get to some of these comments. Shout out to Mr. H. ISO 222. Okay, I know they're already going with that. Okay, so let's talk about. Let's go back to Barry Beans. API 3. So let's take a look at API 3. API 3, because I have no idea what that is. As you guys know, not everything. You can't track everything, but definitely it's always good to mull around the idea. So let's take a look at API 3, see what it's all about. Shout out to J Crypto. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that there, buddy. Really appreciate your support. Hopefully you guys can like and share this live, and hopefully maybe we could break our record of 21K likes. Let's see if we can get there. Smart contract about API 3. Smart contract struggle. Might have to do a little bit more about this. Really not a lot of info here. So it's been around for a couple of years, almost 3 years, it looks like. Coming up on 3 years. So what we have here is wow, it's had pretty crazy stock. Let's take a look at the log. Let's take a look at the sales volume activity. There's volume. 15 million in volume, 115 million in market cap. Decent trades. Is this sucker on KuCoin? Let's find out. Let's find out if this is on KuCoin. I mean, it looks like something I could do more research into, but at the same time, I can't give you a definitive answer there, Barry Beans. Uh, let's just go back for one day. I mean, trading volume's kind of stagnant there. It's like equal on each side, the sell and buy order. So it's not like exchanges are buying this. Now let's see here. Is it listed? It's listed on KuCoin, Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini. Most of the volume seems to be on Binance. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to do a deep dive in that Barry Bean. So really appreciate that. We get back down here. Shout out to Ginty about the ACH issue. I didn't hear anything about it, but all I know is that it's ACHs have been going quickly because are being processed faster because I'm paying out my bills early. And I do a lot of ACH transfers and a lot of ACH transfers in, and they've been happening within like 30 minutes to maybe 2 hours at the most. But I haven't heard about an issue, so you might have to give me a little bit more info on that. Um, let's see here. Let me get down here to Barry Beans again. Business questions, thoughts about the laundromat. Laundromat is a good idea. It's a good idea as people look to save money. It's actually cheaper to go to the laundromat than it is to have your own washer and dryer, and then you don't have to worry about maintaining it, cleaning it, breaking down, cleaning the air duct, the vent duct for the dryer too. You got to do that like every couple months to make sure that your clothes are drying and it reduces a fire hazard, all that stuff. But I see I know someone in my network that has like 4 or 5 laundromats and they seem to do well, but they're not going to work in it's a laundromat's not going to work in a middle class neighborhood. It's going to work more in like a lower middle class or lower economic situation area. But as the economy shifts down, a laundromat will probably be a good idea. So, but I've heard that you can get one started for fairly easy. Um, you just have to make sure because a lot of them, there's a lot of old laundromat businesses in towns that need it. That they vacated the building. The building's never been occupied, and all you gotta do is get the equipment. And some of the laundromat manufacture those machines will give them to you on like a do your own financing type situation. From what I heard, might want to look into that one a little bit more. Man, you guys have a lot of comments. Shout out to Callie. Glad to have you in here. Welcome back in. Shout out to Lex Diamond. Oh, and shout out to Mr. H for the follow. Really appreciate that. Let me count. Let me get back all the way through here. Shout out to Full Plate Project. How you been doing? I've been doing great today. Just tired, as you can see. Pretty tired actually, and we've been working all week. Everybody that worked for me had a good weekend, so we're definitely working hard. Shout out to Megan Richardson. I hope you're still in here. Thanks for joining the live. Really appreciate that. Question: what do you think about the Lobster wallet? Honestly, I have no opinion because I never heard of it till now. The only ones I use are the Nano Ledger X and the Arceus wallet. But I mean, Cody and I might be able to do a live about that soon. Um, shout out to I think I got everyone. Shout out to I think someone else just liked the live. Yeah, shout out to Nelson Terry. Thanks for joining in. Really appreciate that. Thanks for joining in. Shout out to Austin. What's up, bro? Glad to have you in here. Do you have an email list? I don't have an email list yet, but I probably will create one when I make the website, as I gotta start working on the website for Simply Investing, so you guys can join in, and we can type our articles and write thoughts, because that's Cody's strong point. I did see something here from Mr. H. Shout out to Mr. H. Big banks dealing with ACH deposit delays. Yeah, that's because of the volume of transfers usually, but I haven't experienced any, so I couldn't tell you. But it's entirely possible. The more people you put on the network that's using it, the quicker it's going to lag. Shout out to Callie. Hey, Sal, and all. Hope everyone's having an awesome Monday. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for joining in. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday as well, chasing that bag. Shout out to Live Life. Welcome in. Glad to have you on the stream today. Have you been in a bull run yet? And how was it if you did? I have not. I've joined at the end of the bull run of 2021. I kind of joined in December 2021. So I kind of joined at the top, and it's just been dollar cost averaging as I went. So this next bull run will be my first full bull run that I've been participating in, but I'm a believer in the crypto projects that I've invested in, and I still think the bull market may be about a year and a half to 2 years away, although many others hope it comes quicker. Shout out to Barry Beans. Appreciate it. Well, you're welcome, buddy. Glad to have your input in today. Shout out to Full Plate Project. Dump will be around Christmas time when people need to buy gifts. Um, that's true that people are spending their crypto. If they are investing, they're spending their crypto to pay bills, pay for their lifestyle, not miss out on their. Shout out to Live and Learn Global Bankers in Hong Kong for Financial Summit. Yeah, it's probably talking about crypto and everything else going on in the world. Oh man, got some allergies here. And shout out to Lex Diamond. Do you think we'll have a flash dump before 2024? Probably not like a huge dump, but I think we're going to have a nice 15% drop, 20% drop. But as we keep going on, I keep thinking it's going to happen in the beginning of 2024, like January or February. But then you never know, because then we have tax season and everybody's putting their extra taxes into investments like crypto and stocks. So shout out to Mr. H. Now it's starting. People better get ready. Well, the bottoming out of the recession is starting. It is starting. So we are hitting the bottom, and I already know by a lot of my competitors and all my businesses are dropping like flies. So it's definitely something interesting to behold. Shout out to Reptile King. Hey, buddy, welcome in. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing great as well. And I see that I think I got everybody. If I missed your comment, I do apologize. Just repeat it. Help keep the live going. Keep liking and subscribing. But let's go in here. Let's go talk about XRP. It's been pumping like crazy. There's a lot of fun stuff going on about it. Let's go back over to KuCoin too. Pull that up as well. So we want to check the buy volume on that. And shout out to Mr. H. Glad to have you in here. And shout out to K98. What's your XRP price prediction for 2025? And thanks for the follow, buddy. Really appreciate that. I think if we're talking about the start of the bull run, or the price of it in the bull run, it will probably go to about $4.55 for this bull run, or in the next 2 to 3 years, only because there's a lot. It's finally been released from the SEC. The repeal's been denied. There's still like a couple more opportunities for the SEC to repeal, but I don't think they're going to pursue it. They've already lost enough. It has kind of set a benchmark for other cryptos, and it's going to be the bridge currency of transferring wealth and money across the globe, and it does it miraculously fast. So it has a lot of value. There's other projects that are being worked on. There's talk about the Jordan NFT being on the XRP ledger platforms, things like that. So I think there is value, but we're not going to hit like 10, $12. We're going to hit maybe 4 to 550. I'd say on the safe side, 350 to 4. Optimistic side, 450 to 5. Maybe 5, maybe 550. But like I said, all investing is a risk. Shout out to Mr. H, picked up XRP at 49.50 cents. That was definitely a good time to buy. I fortunately started buying at 98 cents in 2021, or at the pretty much no, maybe $1.20 or something like that. But I just kept investing as the months went on, and just it kept expanding my holdings. Shout out to Nelson Terry. How can I invest and make money out of it? Well, there's a variety of ways to invest in crypto. I make sure that you do a lot of your research, understand the projects that you're investing in. However, you don't have to just make money in investing it into. There's a lot of jobs that are needed in crypto as well, such as programming, blockchain management, all that fun stuff. And you can learn a lot about the cryptos that you're working on and things like that. But I definitely say look up Bitcoin and Ethereum first before you start really investing in it. Kind of figure out what those two are. That way, you got a platform for what everyone else is doing. Shout out to Richard's brother. Chainlink made XRP obsolete. I don't know. It's not as fast, but it has. Chainlink's focus is operability, bringing everything together. It's not really what it's not really XRP is just get the money from point A to point B as fast as possible. Shout out to Live and Learn. The Jordan NFT didn't know that. Yeah, that's been people have been talking about that for the last year and a half. But if we look at XRP, I've been getting a lot of notices on from Uphold 2. Buy volume is up like 83%. XRP will go sideways another 10 years. Shout out to Richard's brother. It could. And most likely not, but it could. Anything can happen. But it looks like we're starting to trend upwards. I do see some people are starting to take profits as we're heading back down to 70-cent range. But as you see here, the buy orders are overlapping, outpacing the sell orders right now. So I see it looks like people are taking profits while others are just buying massive amounts in. So, and I'm talking probably about, probably 2K to 5K to 3K um, worth in there. And of course, everyone's getting ready for the Swift iOS launch. Yeah, that's definitely something to look out for, Mr. H. Shout out to Cali. Crypto's getting good to take profits. Set your price targets, folks. Yep, absolutely. It is something you gotta set your targets for you to want to exit out of your trading of your trading of your positions to make sure you get your target. Shout out to do your own research. Don't trade your investments. Yeah, if you got long term ones, there's no point in day trading them. You might as well ride it out to see where you're going with it. XRP, you got to be in for the long haul. It's just what it is. But I'm not a firm believer of market cap setting values because it's based off of retailer sentiment, retail investor sentiment, and if they believe there's value, then there will be value. That's just kind of how the system operates there. Shout out, people are starting to understand the real value of DeFi. XRP is 500K in volume. PL Pulse Chain has 3 million. I don't know. The volume seems to be in the about 3.5 billion right now for XRP. But overall, it just seems to be pumping. Let's take a look at the news. I know a lot has to do with the new iOS holdings. There we go. SEC wants to hire crypto experts, but John candidates won't sell their holdings. XRP. Okay, here's crypto expert chartist forecast massive breakthrough 1.4. They keep saying this. Yeah, we could look at the daily volume of XRP. Daily volume of XRP right now is 3.22 billion for it. So I mean, and the buy volume is up 83% on XRP. So people are going crazy with it. Shout out to Live and Learn. The SEC needs to do better. Yeah, they need to get rid of Gary Gensler. I mean, he's on his way out. It's just a matter of time. He didn't really run and be an effective leader. So I think he's on his way out with that. Either he's going to resign or he's going to get pushed out. It's one or the other. It is one or the other with that. So, but we just have to kind of bear it all. It's just one of those things. Um, just have to see how it goes. Hopefully, it gets out soon. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Cleaner. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you in here. Yeah, hopefully he does get out soon so we can get someone who's a little bit more competent in the more modern day financial markets, uh, especially with crypto because it's going to become an asset whether anyone who's in the traditional finance world likes it or not. It's going to become a new asset block. So it's just one of those things. It takes time. It takes momentum. It takes things to build. It's just one of those things you have to be patient about. But going back to Crypto Dream and about yellow trucking. Um, I mean, man, yellow yellow trucking it definitely had its issues. They missed several payments for the pension and things like that, and they were suppressing the pricing. They started this whole price war in logistics. So it's crazy right now because trucking you can't make any money. It's a pain in the ass to get any prices that are worthwhile. A lot of jobs you just got to drop right now. I know a trucker showed up at TQL headquarters demanding that he get paid. So it's definitely when I start seeing brokers stop paying people, that means we're coming to the bottom. Shout out to Do Your Own Research. What was the name of that company stock? I was Porch Moving Group. Let me pull up that ticker symbol here. It's Porch Moving Group, PRCH. It actually rebounded a little bit. It's up to around 67 cents, but it's set for a good $5-6 price target. Shout out to Live and Learn. Which one started it? It was Yellow Trucking. They went for the last 10 years bottoming out the pricing and really, really pushing hard on pushing the payouts for the freight down. Like they went to bare bones, and it was only a matter of time before somebody went bust. Now we have XPO, and the biggest complaint about XPO is that a lot of their clients experience 80% damage rates, which is horrendous. I mean, you're losing money just by getting this ship. So, but because XPO now is the only largest distributor next to Dominion, and people don't have a lot of choice. But that's where you can come up in a company. Shout out to Live and Learn. It's rare for a broker to not pay on the load. Yeah, it's it's rare, but it happens right when things start going bad. Shout out to Mr. H. I haven't looked at Blink in some time. How's it looking? Shout out to Mr. H. Are you referring to a stock or referring to a crypto? Though I believe you're referring to crypto, BLNK. Not too sure what you're referring to on that one. Oh yeah, and shout out to Live and Learn. Insurance is through the roof now. They took full advantage of that. Okay, well let's take a look. BLNK. Blink charging. Because I haven't heard of them. Let's take a look. Definitely haven't fared well. They kind of spiked up and are now down. Well, my rule of thumb is if analysts are saying hold and buy mostly, it's probably time to sell this stock. Not ready to go in. It looks like they they're operating at a loss. So that means they might be technically a zombie company right now. And with that being said, Q3 isn't even out yet, but they're estimating negative 47 cents a share. I can't really see much more, but in 3 days we'll know. It's a charging station. Okay. Well, theoretically, they should do well in the fact that with the EV switch, but we might be talking a while if even people value this type of company going forward. We'll have to see. Shout out to Mr. H. Yeah, EV's numbers are down in Asia, EU, and US. Yeah, because they're expensive to make. People are making too much money, or they're not making enough money to be able to buy these things. It's just, and these charging stations are not making any money because it's costing more to operate them than it is and build them, install them, and everything. And you have to set up the whole infrastructure yourself. So I'm not too sure if this one's going. If anything, we can keep it on the watch list for now, but it's definitely on a downward trajectory. Um, Came out at $8.10. Yeah, it's probably going to be it's probably going to go down another. If it's at 257, probably going to go down to low $1 range, like 110 to 130 range. Shout out to Skate Mouth. Thanks for the follow. Anything on MicroStrategy stock? I actually haven't heard of that one, so let's take a look at it. Well, it's definitely had a run up past 5 years, but oh my goodness, it's 1,000 a share during the pandemic. It's definitely crashed from that. But where is its earnings reports? Let's see here. Oh my goodness, they are not making any money. They were anticipated to make 74 cents a share, and they lost $8.98 a share. This, my friend, sounds like it's a zombie company. But I have to do more. We have to really see more of what's going on. But it sounds like they've been making money surely based on free money loans and propping up the business. It's if they're going to make this thing turn around, they're going to have to probably cut staff, cut cost structure. We're going to have to take a look at the balance sheet and see where everything was. It's a good for me to take a look at for one of my stock picks. I don't think I can add it in there, but it's definitely one to take a look at. Shout out to Mr. H. Elon in talks to make 25K Tesla too. Yeah, they have to make an affordable Tesla or an affordable EV if they want that to work. Shout out to Cali. MicroStrategy is associated with Michael Saylor, a Bitcoin investor. Okay. Well, if we're talking about that, it just looks like they're not making any money. Like at the end of the day, they're not making any money. They're losing a lot of money. And I wonder if we can get their balance sheets. I mean, we could replay the earnings call, but there should be a link here, but there isn't. There usually is a link for us to go check out their company and everything, but I guess they don't. I guess it's not on here. All I'm getting is the open prices and everything. Let's see if I could pull up the website. There it is. Got it. Okay. Got the website. All right. Let's share this one. Shout out to Stock Market Coach. Welcome in. Glad to have you in here. And shout out to Crypto Cleaner. They buy Bitcoin. Yeah, well, they're going to make money on buying Bitcoin, but it doesn't matter if you're going to make money 10 years from now if you can't make profit now as a company. That's my thing. But should be investor relations because they have to show their filings. Here it is. I think this is a recording. Press release information. Open new tab. Okay, here we go. I got the actual work up here. So decrease of 1%, some increases in some area. But where is the balance sheet? There's got to be a balance sheet somewhere. See, this is hard because they're not showing the balance sheet. We'll figure out very quickly what's going on once you look at the balance sheet, and they have to make that present. Yeah, it's tough. I couldn't tell you. I have to find a balance sheet, but you know, almost a $9 loss per share really scares me. I just have to say. Uh, they shout out to Skate Mouth. Mouth. They own 185,000 Bitcoin. Well, it looks like unless if they sell massively, but what they're probably going to do is when the bull market happens and Bitcoin increases, they're going to use that as leverage to make profit. So I don't think it's going. I don't know. I have to watch it. Shout out to doing research. MicroStrategy invested into Bitcoin to make a profit because they can't innovate their products. Well, that's true. Uh, Shout out to stock market coach. Liability of 2.7 billion, net debt of 2 billion. Yeah, his brother. Hey brother, what crypto wallet you recommend? Shout out to Knight Templar. As always, not a paid sponsor, but Nano Ledger X and of course Arceus Wallet. I definitely like those. Those are the ones I use. However, Cody and I are looking into opening up some more as we get going. Shout out to do your own research. Mike Saylor said in an interview he can't make his business intelligent product any better. Uh, MicroStrategy gross profit 387 million. I don't know. They just reported a loss per share of like $8.93. Uh, you're welcome, Knights Templar. Thanks for joining in on the live. Hope you guys like and share. Shout out to stock market codes. Target price is 448 for MSTR. Don't know about that. I would say it might go. It should go a little lower. The only thing that could save them in the long run is if Bitcoin goes to 100,000. But then they got to sell everything, pay off all the debts, and somehow come back to profitability. Shout out to Jay. Welcome in. Shout out to Stock Market Coach. I am reading their financials. I haven't found. I got the Q2 earnings and Q3 earnings, but they're only giving me like snapshots of the balance sheet. So what I need is a pretty big balance sheet. It's usually pretty thick. I got to find it. So I'll have to find it for you guys. But, I just have the only way you can really get true finance is to get the shares of the stocks and can you If you want to email them to me, it's simplyinvestingcommunity@gmail.com. Go ahead and email there, and I can be glad to take a look at them. um, Shout out to Do Your Own Research. You can buy MSTR to leverage bet on BTC, but you can get diluted if they issue new shares. Yeah, that's true too. But they have to announce that they're issuing new shares. Shout out to Mr. H, CMG Cup and Handle. Um, we can take a look at that one too. And shout out to Live and Learn. Want to know what MicroStrategy will do with or without? Yeah, we'll have to take a look on that. If the bull run goes longer and it seems like they make ATMs and a lot of other products related to the exchange of Bitcoin, it will be a little bit of a it'll be a little bit of a lag for them because they need this bull run to happen. They just need the bull run to happen to save them. If it prolongs, the loans they got are most likely going to start rising, and it's not going to be so good. Shout out to Stock Market Watch. Kim, a lot of whales such as Vanguard, Fidelity, FMR, Morgan Stanley, and American Fund are holders. Yeah, they hold Bitcoin about a little bit. Some of them hold very minuscule compared to their total holdings. Shout out to Crypto Dream. You see that bill to lower the SEC's chair to. Oh, I can't see that. Is that $1 or one something else? But that would be hilarious if they did that. Brought his pay down to $1. Hey, you're a government official. You're serving the people, so serve the people. No, they own MSTR stock. Oh, okay. Yeah, because they're probably indirectly it's an indirect way to invest in it. But there are a lot of some hedge funds are starting to allocate like 1%, 2% to like Bitcoin or Ethereum. So we'll have to see how that goes. Oh man, got quite a few guys in here. Make sure if you're coming in, especially on the YouTube side, like the live so we can get more people in. All right. Well, hey, it's definitely an interesting one. I don't know if you emailed that to me, their stock market coach, but the email is also on the description in the YouTube. So if you wanted to kind of go over there and grab it, but simply investing community at gmail.com. I'll check my Gmail right now. See, so I haven't gotten it yet. But let's go back over here. Go back over. Yeah, looks like starting to have a little bit of a downturn again. Nice heavy drop there. But everything still seems to be in an upward motion. ADA's been going crazy lately too. Let me get this over 1 month. Yeah, we're up 35% on the month, but still almost flat on the year, but almost back to where it was at the start of this year. Yes, 30. Wow. ADA is another one I'm watching. I may be putting some money into there. Also, you guys know I'm also at the end of this live, I'm putting in an order to buy a lot more Porch Moving Group. I got to actually write up my strategy for what I'm doing with that because there's a unique reason as to why I'm investing in Porch Moving Group, and the reason why my target is to get to 7%, have 7% of the stock, and with that in the under $1, it's very easy to get pretty high amounts. But we'll have to see because I don't plan on selling it for a long time. And with me owning a moving company, I kind of see where they're going. MSTR cost base for the 185K Bitcoin is 29K each. Yeah, so they're in profit right now, but they need that to at least get back to where it was 2 years ago in like the 60s, and they can use the profits from that to pay off the debt and the debts that they have. But yeah, 185 times 1,000, just a rough. So yeah, we're looking at 5.5 billion they have worth of Bitcoin. I think that's what we're looking at. Shout out to user 7464. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate you having you in here. Yeah, looks like everything is going on. Shout out to all you guys on the TikTok side too. Thanks for joining in. Really appreciate you joining the live. Been at this for an hour, so man, kind of flew by fast with you guys today. Although crypto markets up, stock markets kind of down, flat. Not really participating much in there. But we're going to see the bottom out of the economy soon, so I'm not really excited about any gains right now because I know a dip is coming. I just feel the dip's going to come in the beginning of next year or towards April. And then as things start to slide off, we'll start to get a little more we'll start to see a more balance in everything. But with the stagnation in the economy, I wouldn't be surprised if there's more and more retail investors coming in as they are hoping for some Hail Mary shots along the way. Let's see here. Shout out to the Catman. XRP sure had a dip. Yeah, it's dropping down right now. It's definitely gonna have a pullback as some people start taking profits. I also see I do see more and more people should take profit, especially it can't kind of hit 73 cents as a high today. Cody's still here. Let me let him know still alive. Shout out to Live and Learn. Retail coming. I can feel it. Yeah, they're coming. They are coming. I can tell you right now, they are coming. It's only a matter of time. Let me tell you. So, but if XRP goes back down, I'll just buy some more. If not, it's not enough for me to want to sell right now. Yeah, it's like I'm in profit territory with XRP. It's just not enough for me to sell it. Just more for me just to wait and buy more. If anything, I'm buying more quant as we go on, and maybe some SOL if it keeps going back down. Shout out to Live and Learn. There's so much to choose from. Yeah, there's a lot to choose from as long as you do your research. But even with the gaming tokens and in the gaming sector in crypto, it's going to start to get even better with the play to earn. Oh man, it's definitely going to get better. And I definitely see the gaming sector taking a huge takeoff, although I'm not buying any until probably April of next year. If anything, I'm sticking to what I have. The only token in the gaming sector I'm buying is AdShare because it has the most value to have. Shout out to them, Learn. I need an Xbox. Yeah, I gave up gaming a long time ago. I just don't have time for it. I only play a little bit with my little brother, and I lose and die a lot. Starting to feel like my dad on that. Shout out to the Catman. I have to learn what goes up comes down and start taking gains. Yeah, it's just setting your price targets. If you analyze what you're investing in and you feel that, hey, it should hit this price, but you notice, hey, right now I'm double my money, and you feel like you want to take some profits, take some profits. Sell what you want back down to a comfortable level for you. Shout out to Live and Learn. My kid sits in front of two computers and a TV with an Xbox controller. Yeah, they be taking up the spaces. I'm not even gonna lie about that. It's kind of like my brother watching TV, has the iPad going with something playing, has the TV going and playing Destiny on his computer or World of Warcraft or something. So I feel you. Shout out to Live and Learn. What do they learn? I have no idea whether what they learn. Although they do, like a lot of kids who played Roblox, is it seem to have learned a lot about the economy and basic concepts of economics. So it's definitely pretty interesting. The best we do a good job. Yep. As I see, we're waiting for Cody to get in. I don't think he joined yet. He should be joining soon. Coming in live here, man. It is getting here. It is really, like I said, it's just the same thing as like the other days. There's not a lot to talk about in the in the market spaces because everything's getting affected with the relief rally. But we are most likely going to start having a downturn eventually. But yeah, I'm even looking here. Even Dogecoin is up 7.5% on the week. Let's see if there's any others in here that meme coins. Ooh, glad I got out of Kava last year. It was crazy. I shout out to Live and Learn. Go Doge. Yeah, if you might as well, if you wanted to, I'd only do like a $500 bet on each one, just a lottery uh position, because there's no point in pushing and really putting so much money in those because they don't offer any utility, and it's just people getting involved. Other than that, the housing market has certainly surged. Let me go back to Google search. Um, Housing market news. Yeah, here's another one. This is beginning. Is this the beginning of the end of the housing market recession? There's a lot of things going on because I noticed the volume of moves are starting to come back, are slowly reincorporating themselves in here. So I see where we're going. I'm just gonna say it's probably it's either gonna be we're gonna flatline or we're gonna have another slight downturn in it. Shout out to doing research. Dose has proven value capture in it into its token. Are you in crypto, bro? You might you can mine it profitably. Uh I do have a crypto portfolio. I just never really dealt with those, but I did hear that the founders made it as a joke and then came back and said, "Oh my god, so many people are involved and they're trying to add utility to it." So they're definitely trying to add utility. I just don't pay attention to Doge other than it's kind of like a lottery ticket to me. Yeah, it's either going to make it or it's not. Okay, shout out to doing research. Nobody ever lost money by mining Doge the entire bear market. Okay. Hey, well, if you can make money off of it, hey, I always say make money where you understand and know. But back to the housing market, mortgage rates are dropping faster after a shock jobs report set off a series of dominoes on Wall Street. The housing market can thank Detroit's striking auto workers. Okay, let's take a look at the jobs report. Is it in November? Nope, we just have it in October. October. Here we go. Jobs report shows signs of slowdown. Let's take a look at that. I don't want. I'm not giving the New York Times any of my money. Okay, let's hear this. So, yeah, labor force shrank. Took a step back in October. Oh man, I'm tired. Foreign labor force has grown 700,000 over the past year. Where's the actual economic data though? Maybe we can go to Bloomberg, get a better deal on it. Okay, unemployment rate rises to 3.9%. Wage gains slow. Added only 150,000 jobs. Treasury yields extend deadlines. Stock futures tick higher. Labor participation rates drop for the first time in a year. Okay. Removed about 33,000 from payrolls in a month. That's what they're looking for. They look to get a healthier economy. You need the stock market or you need the unemployment rate to climb up. We really need to be at about a 6.5, 7% unemployment rate in order for us to have a steady economy. Let's see here. Futures rally. Don't really care about that. Yeah, it's just also a lot of zombie companies cutting staff as they go, a little bit here, a little bit there. Shout out to Scatmouth. Thank you for your input. Got to go get off your live. Hey, no problem. Glad to have you on here. Hope you're on for future ones. Shout out to Hot Dog. Glad to have you in here. Welcome in. Folks are working 2 jobs. That's not being reported. That's also true. A lot of people are working double jobs, but also it's people making less than $15 an hour working 2 jobs. And a side hustle doesn't really count as a second job. It's just a side hustle. Like if you're now, it gets scary if everybody's working 2 40-hour plus a week jobs. Now that'd be a time to say, okay, something's wrong. But if you're working like an 8-hour shift for an extra day for like $200 extra or $100 extra or whatever, that's not really a big threat because college kids do that all the time. There's a lot of college kids that are working 2 jobs. I tell you, for the most part, the average family in America is both parents are working 1 job, and they have a side hustle. Like they sell used furniture on the side, or they paint on the side, or they like do yards or things like that. Shout out to Upsold. Welcome in. Glad to have you in here. Do you think crypto will go back down? Absolutely. I just think it will happen in the beginning of next year as we go down, heading into the Bitcoin halving in May. But it's getting harder and harder to pinpoint it as the market keeps kind of climbing back upwards. So I'm not going to say for sure, but my gut is saying in January, February, we should start to go down. And then when end of March hits, we'll start going back up as people kind of take their tax money and start investing more and more in it. If that makes sense. Shout out to everyone in here. Hey, certainly let me know if you have any thoughts as well, where crypto's going, where the stock market's going, where the economy's going. Definitely seeing where you're going with that. And definitely, guys, while we're midway through this stream, shout out to Crypto Dream being a longtime supporter and great moderators, but also definitely check out his channel because he's slowly climbing, trying to help him get the 500 subscribers. Definitely has a great look on crypto and a unique perspective, being a working family man. So definitely shout out to him. Shout out to Cody. He is here. What's up, Cody?
What's up, man?
Hey, glad to have you on. Glad to have you on today. Yeah, we're just kind of went over some things, but we're right now speaking on the labor markets and the housing market kind of seeing a bounce back. Oh, I think you got booted there for a second. There you go. Shout out to Crypto Dream. Appreciate you both. Hey, we appreciate you joining in, and we appreciate all you guys joining in. Definitely making this a fun experience, and we just like chatting about this. Hopefully, all you guys can have a great experience and just share your thoughts. And if you guys like to ask questions while we're not live, you can definitely kind of DM us, and I'll try to get to you guys, especially about business. I know a lot of you guys do about business. But if you want to join the Discord, you can definitely sign up for the Patreon. Every level gets the Discord. So definitely go to the Patreon, check it out. Help support the channel. We're trying to grow, trying to make, as you know, business got to make money before we can start adding on costs such as an editor, and really would like to have an editor because I'm pretty bad at it. So, but I try my best. So, but glad
I
to have you
feel
guys
it.
in here. Um, so definitely, guys. Well, shout out to Crypto Dreams. Zombie corporations are ones that aren't profitable. Yes, they are getting hit hard, and that's where a lot of the job losses are and will take place in the future. Is that the zombie companies are just going to get hit, and they can't borrow money anymore. They're leveraged out. They can't get any more investments. People are holding cash now. Uh, so venture capitalist firms or even angel investors are no longer like loaning out their money or investing their money. They're just holding straight cash right now, and they're probably going to hold more and more and more cash as they anticipate a downturn, the final downturn in the economy. But I don't
I
think it's
see a
going
good
to.
correction coming. I see a
Yes.
reasonable correction coming soon in crypto as well. Right now we've been having a lot of alts pump. I think the
Mhm.
biggest gain I've seen, I was talking to Sal about it earlier, was Juno. Juno did a 4x in value this month. And if you guys don't know what Juno is a Cosmos-based coin. So pretty much Juno is on the Cosmos ecosystem, but it 4x this month. I mean, it's still down 70% from all-time high, but it did a whole 4x. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, and it still seems to be rising. Volume is holding steady, so definitely see it. Shout out to Live and Learn. We're talking about Juno, Juno. Unless if you want us to take a look at, haven't heard of Juno. Well, what a surprise! There actually is one of it. But we're talking about Juno there, Live and Learn. I haven't really been following it, but Cody has been. As you guys know, we both kind of follow different cryptos and stocks, and that's what we do. We just talk about it as the days go on. But back to what I was saying about the zombie companies, that they're definitely going to be hit hard because they're going to have a hard time getting the capital. So the only way if they're going to survive this mess, is they got to lay off probably more than 60% of their staff. Some of them are just so overbloated, they probably got to get rid of 90%. Like, like an online based company, it's like, why would you have 30,000 workers? Can you do it with 5,000? You know, is there a lot of redundancies there? So, you know, it's just what it is. But we'll know it's going to be truly hard is when Walmart starts laying off people. That's when it's hard. That's when we know we're headed for a bad downturn. So, but it's kind of tough there too to say, because there's also a lot of zombie companies that are well hidden with clever financial reporting. So most average people won't really be able to spot some of the really well hidden zombie companies. Shout out to Live and Learn. Walmart seemed empty of workers. Yeah, they been running on skeleton crews. Like, they're just reducing staff. But once their revenue starts picking up again, as it should during the bottoming out of the recession, yeah, they'll probably start hiring too. So shout out to Live and Learn. Definitely appreciate your support there and joining the live. Because Walmart's probably going to be a big player along with Dollar General in these coming. Let me see if I can pull it up. There it is, DG, Dollar General. I think Dollar General is going to be a good pull for this next couple years, because they're kind of solving the food desert environment because I noticed they're building more like grocery store like places, um not so much just the regular dollar stores. Shout out to Live and Learn. My mother's friend, a teacher, works at Walmart bakery, gets cybersecurity courses slash school along with it. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you know, you definitely got to get where you definitely got, if they're, because I know Walmart does offer free training. It's definitely good. Same thing with Amazon. They offer free training. They paid training for like IT work and stuff like that. Shout out to Crypto Dream. I have a buddy who got an LLC for his YT, et cetera, business, IT, et cetera, business. And what point do you think that is something to consider for that kind of thing? When you start making six figures in revenue off of your side hustle or like a freelance job, it's probably time to make it a business and see how far you could take it. But then there's also a lot of other problems with starting your own business. Like I said, like you guys have been, if you've been following on TikTok and seem to post with me out on jobs and everything for my moving company, I still have to do a lot of work. It's like it's nonstop, nonstop. Shout out to Cali. Walmart is making everything automated. They have less and less tellers. I hate it. Yeah, it's true. They're getting it's like less and less and less people, but it also means people could do more valuable things. Unfortunately, we have a lot of society that won't be able to progress to that next level. So, unless if you set yourself up to where your investments can carry you through, a lot of people, unfortunately, a lot of menial jobs like secretaries, office assistants, um, receptionists are all going to the wayside. Even without AI, they were already headed in that direction as less as people wanted to just not have that position anymore. The only people really talking about having these are uh the entrepreneur, real estate and investor influencers talking about having an assistant do everything. They don't handle anything directly. It's like that's kind of like a warped view of how people viewed like the Carnegies and Rockefellers like 80 years ago. Like, oh, you have to be rich to have someone help you with your daily life needs. It's like you really don't. And this is kind of like off topic. It's not really finance related, but it kind of is. But it grinds my gears when people say when they're talking about, oh, you you're losing money if you don't cook for yourself. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, go you for one, if you're trying to save and build a business, if you're not cost conscious in your life, you are not going to be cost conscious in your business. And you guys got to understand a lot of these people saying this nonsense about ordering out, paying someone to get the food for you. It's like that's all hyper luxury stuff. Like I get it. I don't even I don't pay someone to go get my groceries. I go get my own groceries. But I'm also used. I was raised in my family's kind of more Italian esque in its day to day living, so we kind of buy things on the fly. So it's like we'll plan for something. We'll get the necessities once every 2 weeks, but then like tonight, I'll go home. I'll buy steaks and shrimp, and then we'll cook that. Like then it's like I don't see the benefit of paying someone $30 or $40 or paying like DoorDash or Instacart $30 or $40 to go get stuff, and then you're having to argue. It's not, you didn't get everything that you want. They didn't get the right replacements or things like that. Like just go do it yourself. You save time. You know what you want. Get in, get out. Like I don't see a problem. Like it's not that much of a time out of my day. I do it on my way back from the office. Like if they're telling you that, they really don't have anything important going on. Shout out to Cali. They don't lower their prices either with me working for them. Uh, I get that too. Yeah, the employee benefits have been cut substantially. on a lot of things. So I'm not surprised that they're kind of disappearing as we go. But we're coming towards the end here. I'm gonna put the invite in the chat if you guys want to join live. If you're on TikTok, hit the guest button down there. If you're on YouTube or Twitter or Twitch, or I think it's YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch that you can join. I'm gonna put this on here so that you can join us live and speak your thoughts. Because it's definitely, we always like to have open forum for you guys. Shout out to Steve.eth. Glad to have you in here. Shout out to Live and Learn. I use all those places and I usually accept failure 80%. Do a fabulous job. Yeah. Yeah. It for the most part, they're still a business. They have to do well to be able to earn the money. Shout out to Lex Diamond getting more quant. Absolutely. Before we went on live, I actually bought a little bit, kind of dollar cost averaged in there. Um, but right now, we'll see if it stays at 105 tomorrow morning. I'll buy a little bit more. Shout out to Cali. If you don't tip them, they take the groceries back, like that viral video. Yeah, I don't see why. It's a lot easier just to do your own shopping instead of doing the Instacart stuff. I think it's just a thing playing on Americans' laziness. Uh, I hope you're back in, Cody. I hope everything's working because you
Oh
kind of.
yeah, I went into Walmart real quick, bought me something.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Oh man. But yeah, I heard that like a lot of the Door Dashers and Instacart drivers they're bringing stuff back if they're not getting tipped. It's like, and it's crazy because like I don't like tipping on an app because I don't feel like they get it. I like giving cash because if you tip through that app, they have to report it and they get taxed on it. I like tipping through their I like tipping in person, cash. I always keep cash on me for that reason. Shout out to Live Life. How do you become a crypto millionaire? I don't know. My crypto portfolio is what now? I just added up everything today. I'm at 1.75 million in there. But a lot of it came back from gaining value from when I was dollar cost averaging when we were down, and I was down pretty heavily. But I'd say the best way to become a millionaire, honestly, is one, make sure your debt's all paid off. Make sure you are managing your debt well and only acquiring debt for like a car. And don't do what I should say. Don't get a car to match your lifestyle. Get a car just for its needs. Like, and that way it's cheap, it's maintainable, your loan is cheap, and you can pay it off really quick, maintain good credit score, and then build from there. Shout out to Live and Learn. How much did you start with? Uh I've probably put in over a million, I'd say over the last 2 years, just dollar cost averaging and putting in because as my moving company did better, I was buying more real estate properties, I was buying more things, more investments, and then I used that money to keep pushing into other things like stocks and crypto. Uh Shout out to Do Your Own Research. You invest last December. It was December of 2021. But I've been investing ever, especially last year, November and December. It was crazy. That was probably the best prices I've gotten in crypto so far. But back to live your life. The best way to become a millionaire is make sure your debts are managed and all frivolous debts like consumer debt on credit cards, you try to pay that off instantly and you start building one a reserve fund for your likely expenses. Two, you start investing in like funds like Betterment or Wealthfront to start building your money. Make sure you're investing in a 401k if your job offers it, and make sure you're well funding your Roth IRA at the beginning of every year. And what I mean by that is you put the maximum contribution amount for the year in at once. So you kind of take that out of your savings account and kind of plug that in. And then So you can start investing in crypto, individual stocks, or best avenue, start buying real estate. And once you get to like 10, 20 properties, you can use the cash flow to go into other businesses or other investments like crypto and stocks. But that's the way I did it. But I did it the hardest way. I started a business, and that was probably the roughest thing I've ever did. And if I had to start it all over again, I would probably have stayed in the corporate world because I would say the last 6 years of running my moving company, then 2 years in starting a logistics company, then getting into property and property management, and then getting into now a furniture store and a construction company. I own 33% in with two other guys. It's been rough. Like, I'm tired. I don't have any time for anything other than, barely working out. I'm only losing weight just because I don't eat breakfast. I generally don't eat lunch. Every now and then. Today, I was actually Cody and I had lunch together as we kind of hung out in my office for a little bit today. But other than that, like, I don't do, like, I eat towards the end of the day, and I'm not even eating that much because I'm so tired. You get so tired you can't figure. You don't even want to eat anything anymore. Um, Shout out to Cali. We're all trying to figure out that secret. Diversify your investments and listen to Sal. Hey, we appreciate that. Appreciate that support there, buddy. Shout out to uh Pony. I guess I got the name. Sup, bro? I need your help really quick. Hey, just shout out your questions here. But glad to have you in on the live. Shout out to Live Life. What coins do you have? I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Quant, Dot, Chainlink, AdShare, Litecoin, XRP, and Hedera right now. And I'm probably going to start getting into ADA just a little bit. But those are tokens I've just been going into. I dropped Atom about a month ago. Oh, I'm sorry. I also have Dot. I don't know if I mentioned Dot. I do have Dot. I have a pretty large holding of Dot. I'm currently staking it right now, but I will destake it. Probably around August or September of next year. Because you got to remember, if you're staking, it's going to take about 28 days to release that so you can make some profits. Yeah, I was down pretty hard. Before this relief rally, I was down. I shrunk under 1 million in my crypto portfolio, and then we started going back up. Shout out to Short Crime Stories. Welcome in. Glad to have you in here. Wish I had 1 million. Good for you. Getting to 1 million is it's hard when you don't have a plan. But if you have a plan, you can actually get there with any. I'd say as long as you're making at least 45,000 a year and you're making smart financial choices, you could have a net worth by a net worth of 1 million by 40. But the easiest thing a lot of you guys do, take advantage of FHA loans, instead of buying a house to match your dream house, don't get your dream house yet. Go get a duplex that you can rent out, or like the other side living one, or best a triplex if you can find one, and rent out 2 units and get in one. That way you can build cash flow, move out, repeat the process the next for the rest of your 20s, especially if you're in your 20s. From 18 to 24, you should work as many jobs as you can, stack as much cash as you can, and then start investing, and make sure you keep your credit score 720 or higher so you can get good deals. But I think you can get to 1 million pretty quickly, faster than you think. Just some things you might have to sacrifice along the way. Shout out to Live and Learn. Those are extra prices to get into. The hustles are real. Yep. Shout out to Lex Diamond. What's the ideal amount of Bitcoin to hold? I would say just trying to add somewhere between 40 and 50% of your portfolio. If you're beginning, probably maintaining about 60% of your portfolio. You don't want to do more of you want to do Bitcoin first, understand crypto, then maybe get some Ethereum, and then some other blue chip cryptos in there. Shout out to do your own research. 0.62 Bitcoin. That's also true. That's also a good amount too, because you'll still have enough Bitcoin to be able to enjoy the run up there. I know it seems a lot to get at first, but you can get there. Trust me, you can get there. Shout out to Live and Learn. Keep the credit scores nice is important. Yes, your credit score is going to allow you to do a lot of things. Like if you ever want to get a loan for your business, you want to get a loan for investments, or even get a better deal on a car, you need good credit. And right now, a lot of people are having bad credit. Shout out to Crypto Dream. I saw an article saying that Ethereum had more fraud, but it was all title with nothing in it. More fraud that FTX. I don't know how people get away with these fake articles. Yeah, because it's just liable in print, and people can through journalism and freedom of speech on freedom of the press of journalism, you can kind of just say things and just let it roll. Shout out to Lex Diamond. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Uh, and shout out to Short Crime Source. Hope you like the live. Glad to have you guys in here. Definitely, I haven't seen anyone else join, but hey, we'll stay on a little longer to see if anyone wants to join in and chat about the finance world and businesses. It's definitely we definitely want to talk about that. If you're interested in starting a business or figuring it out, or want to learn how I did a lot of things, I didn't pay anybody. I didn't pay someone like 10 grand to go set up my businesses. I did a lot of the footwork myself. I did a lot of things to start myself, and you can certainly join the program that I have on there for Patreon, and I will chat with you an hour a week to help you build and grow your business. Or if you have an existing business, we'll go over doing your own P&L, setting up how to manage that business, how to manage the numbers, how to manage percentages, so you can help grow your business and see where your business is heading. Because a lot of problems people have with their small businesses that they're managing is they're just not in tune with the numbers. But once you're in tune with the numbers, then it makes it very easy to know where problems are and how to fix it. Shout so definitely guys want to join in there. We'll definitely have that for you guys. I'll try to do another level to go back to something with investings with you guys, because that seemed to be very popular, but I just don't have time right now to do portfolio analysis. I barely have time to help talk to others about business. Shout out to Live and Learn. PBOC Zhang, we are optimistic about the future of China property. Oh, I would be worried. I'm running from China on that one. China's getting ready to implode in a very, very negative way. Very, very negative way. I don't foresee them coming. Oof, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, bad. Two B's. Bad, bad.
Pull up this article I sent in the private chat.
Okay, yeah. Let's pull that up there. Share tab. 3 reasons why Ethereum price is underperforming altcoins.
And see,
Um,
articles like this, it makes me more bullish.
all right, I'll let Cody lead the way. So tell us more about that.
It's pretty much like it's saying like, oh, the regulatory issues with the growth of the ethers like ecosystem. There's too much regulatory like question, and just altcoins are outperforming ETH right now. And articles like that, when they make articles like that, it almost just makes me want to buy more ETH, just because when we're in the bear market and things are low, it just makes me want to
Mhm.
buy like that when I see stuff like that. Because you got to be more bullish when people are in fear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's because Ethereum should have had a little bit better of a run up, but I get it for what's going on. But it makes it a good dollar cost average target. But even still, a $2,000 Ethereum is still pretty cheap to where we think it's going to go. And I think was it the PayPal stablecoin is off of the Ethereum network. Am I right about that?
Yeah, yeah, and not only that, on your ledger you can buy crypto through PayPal.
Oh, okay. I'm not a big fan of PayPal, as you guys know. The video I put out about PayPal, I was not very glamorous or supportive about them. I absolutely dislike them. Shout out to Big Jerome. Thanks for joining in, one of our great supporters. Glad to have you back in, and thank you for supporting this live. Definitely appreciate you joining in. Shout out to Jeremiah. Welcome in. Glad to have you in here. What are you buying or selling? Well, I'm not selling anything. I'm really just buying Quant, Dot, Chainlink when it goes back down, XRP if it goes back down. And if AdShare stays at the price it is right now, I'm going to keep dollar cost averaging in it. For stocks, I'm just kind of buying all across the board, mostly NLY or NLY and ORC and Porch Moving Group. Those are the ones I'm kind of focusing on building in my portfolio because I have a long-term plan with those, and especially with the student loans things, and even if they get forgiven, the government's going to pay, and those NLY and ORC have that debt on their books, so I will get a good dividend when that comes out. Shout out to Live Life. I hate PayPal. Yep, you and me both, buddy. Shout out to Full Anonymous. Welcome back in. Glad to have you in here. AUGX. Are you talking about a crypto or a stock, buddy? We can look at either one for you. UGX. Oh, I don't think there is. I think that's a stock. Okay, yep, that's what I figured. It is a stock. So let's go take a look at it. AUGX. Augmedix. When were they out? Oh, been out for a couple of years now. $5 IPO. It's above the IPO. That's promising. Earnings, they've been beating earnings except for Q2 of 2022, but they are still actual. They beat the expected loss of 12 cents per share, but not 10 cents per share. Shout out to Big Jerome, NLY, ORC, and what other stocks? Porch Moving Group, PRGU. I got pulled up, but it's a Porch Moving Group is the other stock I'm focusing on. I don't know. It looks promising. Let's see what the analysts have to say. Oh, there's not even any analysts on here. Okay, well that's always good. Believe it or not, it's always good that analysts don't pay attention to this sucker because usually whatever they're saying, I go in the opposite direction. Kind of take the Kramer approach. Whatever they say, go in the opposite.
Inverse Reddit too.
Yep, as well as inverse Reddit. Whatever the mass of people are saying, I go in the opposite. It seems like they're recovering fully anonymous. It's definitely worth taking a look into.
Anytime Jim Cramer says he's bullish on something, be worried about it.
Oh yeah, he's been wrong a lot.
I remember last time he did that with ETH last bull run, and when he did that, I swear the price dropped.
Yeah. Shout out to Knowledge. Thoughts on Snowfall stock? Oh, we could look into that too. But glad to have you in here. Welcome back on the live. Another great supporter. Shout out to Live and Learn. Just go the opposite and you're a winner. Exactly. A lot of the analysts, a lot of the people in finance don't really know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
And if you listen to them, you're going to lose a lot of money because they don't care. They're not investing. That's the thing. They're not investing in the stocks that they're talking about. So
they're just making articles about it.
Yeah, they're just making like assumptions and stuff like that about it. So just be mindful of that as you go. We've hit the hour and 30-minute mark. All right. 90-minute mark. But I think we're getting a little tired there. But let's go take a look at Snowfall stock since Logic pulled that up. Is it Snowflake or Snowfall? I keep thinking it might be talking about Snowflake. Knowledge, if you can give us the ticker symbol of that, it'd be really great. Shout out to Full Anonymous. How about VTX stock? And shout out to Crypto Dream. Welcome in on the TikTok side. Yeah, let's take a look at VTYX. Man, my neck has a biotech. All right. Taking a look at a biotech company. Man, that's a weird chart for the day. Definitely a weird chart. Let's take a look at 1 year. No, 2, 5. Oh my God, what happened here? It just dropped. Was there bad news or something? Oh, of course. Analysts are saying buy. See from the chart, it's telling you to run. Okay, Snow. Okay, yeah, we'll look at that in a second. And shout out to Crypto Dream. Thanks for supporting the live. Really appreciate that. And definitely go give him a subscribe and follow on his TikTok and on his YouTube channel under Crypto Dream. Definitely, we're trying to help him break the 500 subscriber mark. Yeah, it must be bad news. We're gonna have to see. Yeah, I think one of their major projects must have swung in the opposite direction, I'm guessing. Up there we go. Yep, the news on that was horrible. So yeah, I can't believe that. And this is the thing. Analysts are saying to buy this stock, 100% buy. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. But let's go back and look at Snow for knowledge there. Another one that's kind of it's down from its IPO overall. So what does Snow do? Okay, yeah, there's definitely gonna be value in this. I just don't know if you want to buy right now. It was this downward trend, but they are making money. They are making money. So Snow is looking good, although the value is going to drop a little further just because it's going to flow with the market. Right now it's down 41% from its IPO, but let's see, in the year it is up 8%. So it's doing pretty good there. But data storage and warehousing and cloud storage and monetizing it and doing all that stuff is definitely going to be big down the road. So I would definitely keep this one in mind. I'm just not sure about $144 for this share. I'd probably start to get in when I see it go down a little bit more. And it looks like it's rebounding from its 141 resistance. So we might have to wait on this one. But if it does get below 120, I might start taking a look at it to see if I want to add it into my portfolio. I don't have a lot of non-dividend paying stocks, so this might be one that I might want to take a look at there. But overall, it has a lot of potential, but I think right now, given that there's bigger players with more money and bigger pockets, they might hurt what their overall endeavor is trying to do. But they've been around for over a decade. They don't seem to be profitable yet, but they might have to cut some employees and pay off some debt. So that just my thoughts on it, though. Just my thoughts on it. So something I'm just going to watch, but it's weird because the analysts say to buy, and I'm kind of interested in the stock, but I don't agree with buying it right now because I think it's going to go down even further. But definitely, you can always dollar cost average in and just, as it goes down, just invest more. Shout out to a few of you guys coming in. Glad to have you guys in here today. Definitely appreciate you guys joining the live and supporting. And thank you all the supporters of the sponsors of the live, because as always, the sponsor of the live is you guys. And thanks for liking and subscribing. Well, let's see here. Go back over. Oh no, I don't have much more to really say about this one, but definitely keep it in mind their knowledge. But appreciate your support there. I think we're going to see a little bounce back. Um, Shout out to knowledge you like Riot. I think we looked at Riot before. I think I find it intriguing and something worthwhile to look into. But with Bitcoin mining and I think it's going to get too expensive for it in the future. Now, if I invested 5 years ago, if I got in a while ago, I probably would have done well. But right now, I just don't see them going anywhere. Shout out to Fool Anonymous. It is better than Mara, though. Absolutely. Shout out to Live and Learn. Uh, and shout out to Callie. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, good night to you too, buddy. Need to get a few things done. Absolutely. I also need to start heading out here. It is 7:30 where I am, and I'm kind of getting a little tired. But I'll take some final questions from you guys as we kind of linger on here. Uh, let's just go back here as we kind of linger on towards the final end here. Um, well, I answer some questions. Shout out to Bentley. Hi to you too, buddy. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining in on the live. Although we are coming to the end. So if you could like and subscribe on YouTube and like and subscribe, follow here and subscribe to YouTube. All the live replays are on YouTube and Rumble, so you can watch them later at your convenience. I know sometimes it's hard to kind of click in on a live, especially since with me running several businesses, it's a little hard. Today was kind of a slow day, and I was able to catch up on a few things, but we'll have to see. We won't have a live towards the end of this week. It will be, I'll be out on the road again. Shout out to Knowledge. Any prices for Ethereum in the bull run? 12 to 15K. That's where I'm expecting. 12 to 15K, and I'm pretty solid on it. Although,
I'm heavy on 12 to 15.
yeah, so is Cody too. That's probably the only thing we're consistently buying is Ethereum. Shout out to Callie. Everyone invest wise and build those bags. Absolutely. And thank you for supporting the live and joining in. And thank you for hitting the like and the share button there. And as always, thank you to the other guys on the other places. Really appreciate you guys on the other platforms, especially on Twitch. We don't have a large presence on Twitch, but we really appreciate it. I know investments are boring. Shout out to Knowledge. You're welcome, buddy. Shout out to Lex Diamond. What state are you in, brother? I'm in Arkansas, although I'm probably going to move to Dallas soon. Or not soon. I'd say next couple years. Because I'm building a pretty big hub, and my moving company is opening up a site out in Dallas, and we're growing fast. So I might have to move out there to handle that market as well. I don't have any regional managers yet, so I'm kind of doing it all myself, which is getting really tiresome. But can't say that I've handled this. This isn't a lot. When I worked at Radio Shack as a district manager, I had 28 stores, and that was a lot of people. I think I had at my height like 900 people I was managing from the stockers to the IT drivers and all that stuff, to tech support people and everything, all the way up, and loss prevention. It was crazy. I don't ever want to do that ever again either. But mid-level management in retail pays very well. You can't argue that. Like Cody was saying earlier, 9 to 5 saves lives. So that kind of brings me to like a final point, actually. With the economy going south, the grifters and the guru scamming is going to increase. Like the scammers are going to be abundant because everybody's looking for the next. Everyone's looking to replace money they lost, trying to get out of the rat race, trying to escape the reality or the hole they put themselves into. So I think those guys are going to double down on their game on their scamming, and they're coming up with new stuff all the time. Shout out to Knowledge. What else Cody likes besides Ethereum and Quant? Well, I'll let Cody lead that.
Polkadot, Polkadot for sure. And let me think of something else. Hold on. What else, bro? Chainlink. I can't believe I forgot that one for a sec.
Well, there you have it. So he's pretty bold. He's liking those. Although I know he has right now Ethereum, Quant, and Dot is the only cryptos he's holding. But he does like Chainlink. We both like XRP. Uh, there's a few others that we do like. But Cody's in a different financial position than I am. Can't invest in everything that he wants to. So that kind of shows you got to make the best investments you can while with the funds you have. Like sometimes you just got to miss out on some bets. Can't make them all. But with that said, guys, I think we're gonna check out. It's been a fun live. Got a lot of you guys in here. I know this was kind of impromptu, although my goal is to try to do a live in the morning, live in the evening, Monday through Friday, and then one in the morning on Saturday and Sunday. Shout out to Crypto Dream. The less investments you have, the better you can track them. Absolutely, 100%. Uh, Lex Diamond, shout out to Lex Diamond. Did you get in on the pre-IPO for XRP? I was already investing in Ripple on. I did not get into XRP during its initial coin offering. No, that was well before I got into crypto. But I did get into Ripple through Link2 as a as an accredited investor. I just thought it was a good opportunity, but I don't have a lot of money compared to my other investments in it. Shout out to Vnizzle. Love the name. Why is XRP pumping, sir? With the swift announcement of iOS 222 coming out and just a massive amount of buy volume. So a lot of people playing a skeptical game on it, but I wasn't anticipating it pumping so much. I was just hoping it would kind of stay stagnant as like a dollar cost average a little bit more because I'm trying to get to a certain target. I want to get it to about 20% of my portfolio, and right now it's 13%. So I'm trying to dilute my holding of Bitcoin in comparison to everything else by investing more into some of the cryptos I have, and XRP was one of them. But as soon as I saw that the buy volume was increasing every hour, I was getting alerts on it. So I knew the price was going to start rising again. It was just a matter of time, but it'll probably pump back over 70 overnight, probably around 4 or 5 a.m. Be back at 71, 72. Where is that Swift information at? It's all online. Just Google ISO 222, and you can go to Ripple's white paper, read about it, or like HBAR XLM. They all go into depth about it. I think even Chainlink did a video of it on their YouTube page about ISO 222. So I hope I answered those questions for you, buddy. Definitely glad to have a lot of you guys in here. Oops, I see that we are, got some few of the hardcore guys left in here. Hey, you're welcome, Venus. I hope you're chasing that bag. Definitely shout out to you for support being a sponsor of this live. Really appreciate that. Um, well, we're kind of coming to the end, but overall, if you guys are wondering, overall, I'm just going to be if we're still not going down, I'm probably going to dollar cost average into crypto just on Ethereum and Bitcoin as they're probably the best options to do so right now. And Quant, if Quant stays in the $100 to $105 range, but I have a feeling Quant's going to spike as everything starts to level off like it always does. It always goes the opposite compared to the whole market. So I have a feeling we're going to get a nice little run on Quant once it gets up to those. We get towards the end of this relief rally. It's probably going to spike up to probably about 130, 140 before it starts going back down. I may take some profits and then reinvest when it goes back to 100 or less. Shout out to Ross Kazi. Hope I got that name right. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate you joining in. I know Cody's got a nice quant bag. We've been buying quant since December.
Late 21.
Yep, December 2021. Been dollar cost averaging in. I've been buying it since it was 250 and just slowly buying as we went down. So, but I have also bought a hell of a lot of quant when it was at $55 range. So I definitely brought my average buy-in price pretty low with that, and probably am now in great profit range. But I don't see it as enough because we anticipate quant to be around 2,000 for the bull run. So it's definitely something I'm going to keep buying in. So shout out to Live Life. So when are you selling? Probably at the beginning of the bull market. And yes, Live Life. This is going to be my first bull run. Once I start seeing the greed the greed and fear index is at 80, I'm probably going to start selling profit, start cashing out just as we go. Not like a massive cash out. Just skim a little profits, skim a little profits, skim a little profits, and then when we start to go down rapidly down, I'll just start dollar cost averaging in for the next bull run. Shout out to V Nizzle, exactly. A DCA out. Shout out to Live Life. You starting in April? No, I think we're going to be pretty flat until about, I would say, late 2025 is when we're really going to get it born, because I think there's too many macro events that are going to delay and change when the crypto world will see the, how should I put it? See the bull run. I don't think it's going to happen when people are saying it's going to happen, and it's mostly because people keep saying it's going to happen. That's pretty much it. How I'm figuring it. So, and with given the state of the economy, the bottoming out of the recession, it's going to get pushed back because the bull market in crypto needs retail investors to have money. They need retail investors to have money. That's it. Retail investors to have money. Once they have money, they can start to have discretionary income to invest in crypto stocks and things like that. So right now, it's really just traders and crypto enthusiasts who are getting in. Shout out to Real Engineered Life. This is the bottom. Not yet. I think we're getting there. We'll hit the bottom with the bottoming out of the economy. I think it's going to happen when people realize we had a bad Q4, because I think this is going to be a very slow holiday season, retail wise and everything. I think Black Friday is going to be the slowest ever Black Friday we've had in a long time, and that's going to hurt the stock market. It's going to hurt everything, and we got to see what the CPI data says this month too. We got to see what that's coming out. Although inflation is slowing down, I also, like, on my moving and logistics businesses, I see the fuel costs have been pretty stagnant. Like, they haven't gone up. They went up a little bit, went down a lot, went up a little bit, went down a lot. So I don't see inflation being too much of a problem. I just see we're not getting the right amount of workers in the right places. So that's where we're going to start seeing inflation. Shout out to Live and Learn. Trains over the past month slowed down. Yep.
I believe that if nobody participated in Black
I guess Cody got kicked out there by accident. He should be coming back in shortly. Shout out to Live and Learn. They moved that stuff a while ahead. Yeah. The orders, retailers are not expecting much for Black Friday. I think Cody's going to come back on here in just a second because I think he has something to say about Black Friday. But it would be pretty interesting if there was like a no-show for people on Black Friday. I remember 2008, 2009 Black Friday. I remember that Black Friday. We were I was working at Radio Shack as a store manager. We thought that it was going to be a phenomenal, like, like buying season, and it wasn't. It just turned out to be there was like I think it was like last year had 100 people. That year, the year before had 100 people. The next year had 10, and it was really weird. It was really weird, but it just goes to show you. I don't know if we'll have that bad of a turnout this time around, but we're probably going to have a slow Black Friday and holiday season, and even a Cyber Monday. Shout out to Live and Learn. They already have Christmas music on. Yeah, the Christmas music has already started. Already started. So it's just one of those things. Just got to kind of take it as it goes, I guess. Let me see here. Definitely glad. Let me get back over here. All right. All righty. Well, I'm going to see if Cody comes back on. Not sure. I don't see him in the chat or anything. Shout out to Live Life. Good time to buy. Oh, it's a good time to dollar cost average. Like do a little bit of dollar cost averaging through. It's always good just to constantly dollar cost averaging because what Cody does is every 2 weeks he just dollar cost averages into crypto. So whether the market's up or down, he's dollar cost averaging in. That's always a good way. It's always good just to be in the market rather than try to time the market. Shout out to Knowledge. Have time to look at Tau. Is that a crypto there, Knowledge? But hey, definitely thanks for the comment. Let's take a look. TAO. I do see it as a crypto. Yes. Well, I got 4 Taus. So is it Friction Finance together as one? Fuso Tau Protocol or Bittensor? I can't pronounce that one. Shout out to Live Life. Can you take a look at Psycoin? Yeah, we could do that too. Or are you referring to Sucoin? But let's see here. Let's just take a look at this because the top one looks like wow, they're definitely having to spike up right now. Let me go back to share the screen. Okay, yeah, Psycoin. Okay, yeah, we can take a look at that one. Heck is it? Oh, okay. I mean, it seems like everyone's going back to decentralization. Man, it's definitely had a run up. Yeah, it has had a run up. But there's no volume on it's a little weird, but it's up 106%. So, okay, I got the right one then. Okay, Knowledge, I got the right one there. Yeah, I could do a deep dive on this one. It looks pretty interesting. The volume seems to be steady. Can't really see it. Not a lot of followers. But I'm gonna add it to my favorite list there, so I can come back to it and do a whole thing. Shout out to Jay. Hey, buddy, welcome back in. Glad to have you in here. Let's take a look at Psycoin. But Tau is definitely one I'm going to take a look into. I don't know if I'll put any money into it. I'm going to really look into it before we get going. So Psycoin, let's take a look at what it's about first before we look at the price. Psycoin is a native utility token of Psy blockchain distributed decentralized cloud storage platform, smart contracts. So it's been around since 2014. Well, it's definitely higher than where it was, but it seems like it didn't perform better than it did in the last bull run. Another one that we should really just take a look at and see where it's going in the future. Shout out to Jay and Yuga Labs. Actually, Cody and I were talking about Yuga Labs earlier today. Um, we were talking about Yuga Labs earlier today. It was we don't think NFTs and what all the projects they're working on are dead. It's just that they don't have the same popularity as they did last bull run. So they're gonna do something. They're gonna be around, but they're not gonna have the same run up. They're gonna perform worse than they did last bull run in this next bull run. But I don't. It depends. Like if the play to earn atmosphere goes, um, if the play to earn atmosphere really takes off this bull run, then Yuga Labs might have it with the NFTs and minting of them and all that stuff. Then we might have a good chance of it going back to where it was in the future. Shout out to Crypto Dream. You see the eye issue at the event? No, I did not. I did not. I tend to miss a lot of the events, crypto events, and launches and stuff because I'm always working on my businesses and stuff. I just usually that's why I try to invest in things I understand and I don't have to worry too much about. Shout out to Jay, the other side of the metaverse. Okay, is that referring to the I project or something? I know there's a lot of people trying to compete with what Facebook's metaverse is trying to be. But I just don't it like the technology and everything's just not there. It's really got to be like how should I put it? It's got to be like that movie Player One. Shout out to Crypto Dream. Yeah, attendees report eye pain. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's take a look at that. I don't know if it's okay. I can't really copy text. Okay, there we go. That's what I want to do. I want to see if I could copy that. There we go. So I could share that on there. Okay. Ape Fest 2,250 Ape Fest attendees. It's only been in direct contact with 15 people who claim to have been affected. Wow, you've likely most literally got your eyes burnt with UV like I did, which requires medication, eye drops, eye protection, antibiotics, specialist care. Don't ignore the health hazard. Wow. So what the hell happened there? Oh, the other side was developed by you guys. Oh, okay. Uh, what the hell happened here? The Twitter user been hypnotized by the illumination used during the Ape Fest, where high-powered UVC bulbs intended for disinfection of surfaces instead of black lights. In 2017, attended from the Hyper Beast event and I experienced similar symptoms. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. Those lights, the UV lights that disinfect. And shout out to Beretta Barbie. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that there. Glad to have you supporting the channel. Yeah, that is those things are powerful. When I had furniture store when I had my first furniture stores in the during the pandemic, I used them like at the end when everybody left and I was going out the back. I would turn on the UVs at around 10 o'clock, and then I would come in at like 5 o'clock and turn them off because it would sanitize the floor. Those are powerful. Like if you put your hand in there, you could feel your hand getting cooked. So I would definitely. That is not a good look there. Oh my goodness. Well, they say that they're reaching out to them and they're actively trying to I guess trying to solve the issue. Yeah, that's crazy that happened. That is crazy. That is crazy that happened. But hey, look, we've been on live for 2 hours, so I think we're gonna start calling it an evening there. But definitely appreciate all you guys joining in. Shout out to everyone on the other platforms. Really appreciate your support there. And as always, make sure you guys invest wisely. Don't invest your life savings into a failed 100x. Definitely do your own research. Invest wisely. As you guys know, I'm not a financial advisor, but I was a Series 7 licensed broker. And shout to Live Life. You're welcome there. And thanks for supporting the live. Really appreciate that. Uh, it is just something that, you want to make sure you do some real research. And as always, if you want to give some more support to the channel, really help us out, you can join the Patreon. The link is in the bio on TikTok or in the description on YouTube. Really appreciate that. We also appreciate likes, shares, and subscribes. They're free. And if you're on the YouTube side, hit subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can get notified when we drop new videos, shorts, and of course when we go live too. Also, if you join the Patreon, even just the entry level, $3 a month, you get early access to all the videos before they go live on YouTube. You get access to Patreon exclusive content and access to the Discord. And also, I kind of answer the Patreon messages first before I answer anyone else's message. I really don't answer on like Facebook, Thumbtack, and Instagram. I try to answer when I can, but you can definitely reach. Cody and I are active on the Discord, on our Discord server all the time. So if you want to join there, that's great. We go over like article analysis, chatting when you're kind of getting alerting when I'm buying, when I'm selling, what we're thinking, things like that. So, but we definitely appreciate you guys joining in. Shout out to JP joining in at the very end. Definitely appreciate you joining in. Definitely had some fun on this live. I gotta go. It's late. I also want to get some steaks before I go home so I can get them prepped for grilling. Those are gonna be great. They're gonna marinate for 5 freaking days in my special seasoning with olive oil and rosemary and all that other fun stuff. But you guys want to help support the channel, likes and shares and follows are free, and we really appreciate that. Subscribing is free, and we really appreciate that. Help us grow because Cody and I got some big plans. We want to get a bigger studio, get some better equipment for us, get some things going. Also, it helped to get some panel guests in, things like that as we kind of grow. We're always trying to find better and new content. We'll always do a market close live Monday through Friday. Wednesday, we do a live with following some scams in finance world and real estate world. We also do a Patreon only live on Thursday, and I go live with Crypto Dream on Friday. I know I couldn't this Friday, although I might be able to this coming Friday because we're only delivering an hour away for a client. So I should be able to be on for you guys. And as well, we will be on for excuse me. We'll be on for Saturday for what's in your business as we talk entrepreneurship and business, and what's in your portfolio on Sunday as we go over my wins and losses in my portfolio, my investment, my businesses, and all that fun stuff. But appreciate you guys. Glad to have you guys on. Thanks for all the support. I'm going to sign off. Guys, have a good night. Keep chasing those bags. Do your own research. And remember, never invest more than you're willing to lose. With that said, guys, have fun, stay safe, have a wonderful night. I'm checking out.